Are you having trouble finding a group? And are you at a point where you just can't break through and level up anymore? Well, if that is you and you don't have time to go looking for a group and sitting around all day and you want to make that experience on your time, how you want, where you want, and why you want, well, this video is for you. Okay, welcome aboard, guys, to another edition of Secrets of the North Row Tower. This tower was put in here, and this is for TLP users because if you're playing on a TLP, you don't always have time to level up with everybody else, and a lot of the camps are taken, and there's not much you can do. So I'm making this on the test server to help you guys out. This is one of the other big secrets of the game. Okay, so here we go. We're in Time of Tides. You can find this place on the North Row beach right before you go into South Row. It's pretty much the #1 hangout spot. On a live server, this is probably not going to be a big deal, but on a time lock progression server like the Teak TLP, this place is where it's at. You're going to see everybody here, and it really changes everything and throws a whole game for a big loop. Okay, now with that being said, I got to make an announcement. If you enjoy this content and you gain something from this and it helps you out, make sure you subscribe because I'll be making more of these videos as we go on and uncover the secrets of this tower, because this is all new for me too, and I'm learning so much about it, and it's really making the whole experience fun because when you do these missions and these quests, in the end, you can get some crazy, ridiculously good loot. And for the little guy like me and you, we don't have to do sweaty raids or anything like that. All we have to do is do this tower, and we can get all the greatest stuff. And hey, we can be powerful once. Okay, so let's get into it. So in this tower right here, you can see there's a couple floors. You want to go up to the second floor, and you want to pick up this thing. It's very hard to see right there, but it's right there. And that is called Broken Key of Lava. If you right click this, this will turn this into a container. It'll give you a shovel like that. Now what you can do is you can hold down the left mouse button and you can put this shovel right there, because later on you're going to need to click it. Now what it tells you to do is go to Lava Storm and acquire the broken key. You got to dig up some monkey poop. Okay, I'm going to explain what the whole monkey poop digging up thing is all about. You will need a couple of spells. Some classes will be able to do this better than others. And the level we are at level 25. Now, the reason why I'm level 25 is on the test server, you can automatically make level 25s with some gear here. And this wisdom isn't really too high. This is fine. But take a look at the mana. It's about 900 mana right there. You have to kind of gauge how much mana you have and if it's going to be successful. If successful, this should spawn level 25 mobs. So first things we're going to need to do at level 25, we get, or 22, we get Ring of Lava Storm. Let's port out the Lava Storm. And we're going to go over there and I'm going to show you. Okay, and as we port in, make sure you have full mana with this. You also want to make sure you have Spirit Wolf with you. I'm going to point out the buffs that you have that you're going to need. Okay, so we have landed. This is a Druid Ring in Lava Storm. Let's go up here where it's safe and just sit around for a minute. This, you can see, it's the first time I've been here. So let's met up. The spells that I do have levitation. I mean, you can get this too. This is the one that doesn't wear out. It's cast on by a higher class, but you know, levitation is available to you. And this one here, Skin Like Steel, you can see this is the reason why you're seeing the stats on the spells, is because this is run on the test server with MQ2, and it will show you what the actual stats are right there. So these, you need these as at a minimum, I'd say. Also, I have Illusion Benefit Dina. This may not be available to you, but I usually use this because this is like a Spirit Wolf that lasts super long time. And it gives you ultra vision. That's for making the video, okay? But it's not necessary, for you can just crank up the lighting on there. Okay, so you have these on you right there. Notice there's 23 minutes left in here. Get your mana to full. Now the spells we're going to be using, Snare. This is very, very important. Level 1 Snare. Enough said. You know what this is all about. This is fantastic. Costs almost nothing to cast. Look at how long this thing lasts. It's crazy. Okay, and let's go into the damaging spells we're going to use. We're going to use these ones here. We're going to be using this one here. We're going to use Creeping Crud. Notice the levels 24, 25, And there's one level 10. You do not want to do this quest below level 20 because the minimum level of the monster that spawns from the monkey poop is going to be level 20. So you're probably going to be doing it right around 24. I would say do it at 25. Take a look at the damage that these things do right here. Okay, they're pretty good. Now this character has focus effects because it is not on the Teak servers, so you will do a little bit less DPS in this, but let's take a look at what we're going to find. Okay, so what you have to do, oh, and there's one right there. These things are all over the place like this. They're just everywhere. Now what you're going to do is you're going to use the shovel, and after you trigger it, you're going to snare the guy, okay? So let's go ahead and trigger, and there we go. There's your basilisk scavenger. Let's go ahead and snare him. And he resisted snare. Let's try again. And let's get him snared. And there he's snared. Okay, so now we can go ahead and we can light him up, get some crud on him. Okay, eat that. And he, let's go around here and then get him again. Come on, something's got to land on him. Okay. His immolate spell was, so he's taking 78 damage. You can't see the debuffs on there. Let's hit him with Stinging Swarm. And Stinging Swarm, okay, so he's got Creeping Crud. We can't cast that. Just kite him in a circle like this. Whoop, it's Creeping Crud. Let's enlarge this here so we can see. There we go. Now we can see it. That's better. Okay. Let's get him with Immolate. And it's missing a fire bead aisle, so don't make that mistake. Anyway, we can just beat him with Creeping Crud right here. There we go. We're going to do this, and we're just going to run him around over and over like that. Look at that. It's just messing him up real good. And you can see snare has still got 37 seconds. Let's re-snare him. And we're going to go around. And by the way, his level is 26. So just make him go in a circle like this. And just circle kite him like this. Keep him going around, doing the happy dance. And around and around, look at that, 78 damage. If I had a fire beetle eye, if I was smart enough to put a fire beetle eye, it would totally mess him up. And that would be the end of Mr. Magma Basilisk. Let's check out what the experience is. See him, he's getting 78 damage on him. I can do this all day long, and I can go like this. There we go, he did. Okay, so there we go. Now, of course, 16% experience. It's actually not that much because we're on the test server, and a test server has a massive bonus to experience. So you will not get a ridiculous 16% experience on the TLP. You may get 2% or something like that, or 1.5. I've done it there, but that's just to point out right there. Okay, so you'll notice in upper left in this here, you have to do 3 of these. So what you can do, select one of these, see what happens. Now you're going to need to get 2 more. What I would do if you want to level off this, keep getting all of these keys except for the last one. Do not loot the last one, and just keep killing these guys over and over and over. And the poop rocks are really easy to find. Look at that. I used about half a tank of mana. And this one here, I think this is the one that requires, oh no, it's this one. Unfortunately, Immolate is the one that requires a fire beetle eye, unfortunately. And this one has a stacks with the other one. So we can't use this. We can only use Creeping Crud. But you can see Creeping Crud is so efficient, and it can just blast them right out of the water. And I use half a tank of mana right there. That means you should have no problem doing this. And I didn't get any crazy hits or anything. Look, just 78 damage, 78 damage. And look at that. It's just 2 creeping cruds and 2 snares. Pretty much messed him up. You can also get a clarity potion. Put this in here. And the clarity potion, potion of greater concentration, they're very cheap to buy. And you just get that. And once you get that, it'll help you regen your mana right here.